we're stranded, we're stuck here. Now this virus is hit. We never know who it's going to kill.
Australian Emily McBurney lives in New Delhi, at the heart of India's COVID catastrophe. She and her partner, Faraz Khan, can smell the cremations from their terrace.
The amount of bodies being burnt currently around the city is it makes you very tense and anxious. It's hard not to get anxious.
Emily's been trying to return to Australia to see family for more than a year. She was finally offered a DFAT flight in late March, but had contracted the virus and couldn't board the plane.
I definitely felt panicked. My lungs were not working on this day 3, or technically day 2. My lungs were not working.
Yesterday, the federal government halted flights from the world's second most populous nation, leaving more than 8,000 Australians stranded in India.
What are you going to do for it?
It's a humanitarian crisis, and it's one that's gripping the world.
More than 350,000 infections are being recorded each day in India. Emily says she supports flights stopping for now because of the rate of the spread, but says more should have been done sooner to help stranded citizens.
I just think it could have been avoided so many months ago. Like, every other country got their citizens out back in May.
The situation is really bad and we are trying our best.
Her partner Faraz works as an emergency doctor on the COVID frontline.
No, we have not seen this ever, not even last year. This new wave is really out. I think this is out of the box. This is not following any rule.
India's crisis is just a stark reminder that this isn't over until it's over everywhere.
While the federal government says the flight ban is needed to relieve pressure on the hotel quarantine system, some question why other overseas outbreaks haven't been met with the same measures.
I think the reaction by the government has been so inconsistent when we compare to what happened with the surges in the UK with the new variant, and we certainly didn't impose any bans then. And even with the USA, around January, we had very high numbers of people coming in with COVID, even higher than we're now seeing from people with India. And there was no talk of bans then.
It has only actually been in the past week, on the week commencing the 16th of April, that we started to see a jump. It went from 90 the previous week to 143 the following week.
Prime Minister, how are you going? Captain Rockroar, Mike Battery Commander.
The Prime Minister today said he hopes expanded quarantine facilities in the Northern Territory will make it possible to bring people home.
We'll be restarting those flights in several weeks' time, we hope, and that means that the facility here will be ready to take those returning Australians.
Adam Zampa retains his spot for the upcoming season.
The IPL it's the greatest competition in the world, and the opportunity to play the IPL is pretty hard to say no to.
Australian cricketer Adam Zampa has been playing in the Indian Premier League, but the leg spinner is now trying to urgently return to Australia.
I've been here 3 weeks now, and when we arrived, the case numbers weren't being spoken about. Probably the wrong thing to do, but the assumption was that it was okay here.
While some cricketers are hoping for a charter flight home at the end of the season, Adam Zampa is trying to get on a commercial flight.
Obviously, I'm feeling for the whole country of India, what they're going through. It's a dire situation, and I'd hate to think that any Australians are stuck here.
The latest lockdown in Perth, sparked by a hotel quarantine breach, has brought renewed scrutiny on the exemption process allowing some people to travel overseas.
I just urge the Commonwealth to stop letting people leave this country to go to weddings or other things overseas. You can study here, you can get married here. People here are missing funerals. They're not essential.
No, people go for reasons like when there's a death in the family. And if funeral is not a big reason, or if death is not a big reason, then I don't know what else can be a big reason.
Pankaj Sharma and his wife Kim have called Australia home since 2013. But Kim had to return to India after the sudden death of her father, well before the country's deadly second wave.
So her father passed away because of a cardiac arrest, which happened all of a sudden. Sorry. Yeah. So it was quite sudden, for both of us.
Kim was granted a travel exemption on compassionate grounds, but Pankaj's application was rejected.
Just don't stress, just don't step out, stick to the plan of staying home.
Kim is now unable to secure a flight back to Australia.
Relax, don't stress is what I'm telling you, don't just stress right now. You can't do anything. It's a big cost for everyone, financially, emotionally, mentally, right? We are citizens here, we've been citizens here now, right? But we also have history, and we can't just wipe out our history just because we've moved to a new country. If you're a citizen, you're a citizen.
We should be looking at the least restrictive ways to control this infection and really moderate how it is that we are controlling this and doing it in a more courageous, more empathetic way, and not just leave people stranded in a country where the healthcare system is crumbling.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.